Yes, we are back. Welcome back to Slab City Fishing. I want to mention the last video, the bug molds, where we did the 3-inch bluegill mold. A lot of great comments came in on the thread there. Everybody else had such great intel about aluminum molds, and just everybody had a different great answer. So everybody that chimed in, thank you so much. And everybody that wished me well and a speedy recovery, really appreciate that too. That stuff really helps out. I recently dove into the triple injector, and this one can be a pain. The learning curve isn't so much a problem, but if you don't have everything that you need, it can be a problem. So today's video is kind of supposed to be a fail. But hopefully we at least get a little success out of it, and we get you know, at least one good pour, one finished product out of it. So before we move into that, I want to drop a few names here. You know, so we're in San Diego. I want to drop a few names of some local guys, local channels, and these are all great guys, very diverse. They all kind of have different specialties, and but these guys are great at everything. These are just fish catching machines, and they're real good guys, and they definitely could use support. So I'm just trying to help them out along with myself. But let me go ahead and mention SD Angler's Life, and this is Alex from SD Angler's Life, and also you can see the channel name there, and then also the link will be in the description. All these channels, the links will be in the description, so you can go down there and check those out if you want to. A lot of good content to see. And Davey hooked up. So Alex and Davey, these guys are my testers, and every time I make something new, you know, these guys are always willing to diligently try it, and you know, way above and beyond the Call of Duty for me. So thank you very much, boys. Appreciate that. And then I got a shout out to Chris Brandt, the Beef Shaman. Man, Chris Brandt. So his link in the description, and you can see the name right there. And this guy is like Indiana Jones, a very entertaining guy. You know, just got a way about him. You know, it's I always like checking out his videos, and all of these guys are very generous with information. Like they show what they're using, they talk about the color, the brand, everything, and you know, they're not selfish with information. So thank you, everybody. Joe Fishin 87, I caught onto his channel maybe about a month ago. You know, he's just kind of a subtle but electric guy, catches a lot of stuff. And he has a lot of different specialties also. Definitely check out their channels, all of them in the links below. So I also have to mention Maddie, which Maddie is Joe's girlfriend, and you know, she always tags along on the video, but she catches some great fish and lots of, you know, she has many multi-species days, and she outfishes Joe a lot, and you know, I'm sure he's not wild about it, but he plays along real good. So good job, Joe. But anyway, so Alex and Davey, they are my testers, and you know, maybe one day if I'm lucky, I'll get the other two guys to use some of my stuff. Wink wink. Okay, so let's jump back into the topic real quick, and then we'll start the action. So triple injector come with a lot of problems, and two things that you really must have is a hot plate and a torch. And you need the hot plate to heat up your molds, because these need to be hot so that when the plastic goes in, it doesn't, it doesn't set up right away. And then the torch is to heat up your injector and your blending block, which those are very important, because especially the blending block, because if that's not hot, your plastic will set up. You might get one pour off, and then it'll set up in the block, and you'll be trying to pump it, and it just won't go anywhere. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like the video, and also the bell notification, because we've got a lot of different stuff coming out, many different types of baits stuff coming out, and then also we've got some pretty big news coming out on the next video. Wasn't quite ready for it this one, but it will be on the next one. Let's go ahead and jump into the action, and you can see all the fabulous problems that you can go through when you hit up the triple injector. So let's do it. Okay, so I mentioned before about these cups, where this was this 2 cups is a pretty standard size for mixing up colors and mixing up plastic. And then let me show you the large size. So here you can see this in my hand. This is a 4 cup, so it's 4 cup anchor hocking cup, which this is one of the brands that is commonly used, this or Pyrex. And then this is the pretty standard size for mixing up stuff. And I mentioned before that these little cups, this is just a 1 cup, and you can see this just a palm size cup. But you will need, I mentioned before, you'll need one of these, at least one of these small cups. And here's why. Let me show you this. Here is 3 of the medium-sized cups, and then here you see the problem. And it doesn't matter how you finagle this one, it's not going to work, and that's about as far as you can get. So as far as, I mean, this 2 cup is a great size for mixing up stuff, and you can do a lot of runs with these cups. But as far as the triple injector, you're gonna need one of these small cups for sure. Like this is just the easiest way. And this cup, if you have it full, it will fill up one of these injectors, and so you can get a full shoot out of this little cup. Okay, so there's the gold, there's the green, and there's the glitter. So they don't look like much right now, but as these start to heat up and cure, that will definitely change, and we'll have to drop in to do some mixing along the way, and you will get hot spots. The term strength in numbers definitely applies to glitter in your plastisol, because if glitter gets clumped up, it can catch on fire. And I mentioned that before in another video, that I had a bunch of glitter and some of it clumped up, and like, I'll get it on the next stir, and then I turn around and look at my microwave, and the cup's on fire. There's a big flame coming out of it, and so I jumped in and blew it out, and it was fine, and I actually re-stirred the cup, thoroughly, and it was good. But just make sure your glitter is all mixed up well and not clumped up, because that's metal in the microwave, and it could catch on fire. Man, I wish I had that on video. But anyway, we're going to start to heat this stuff up. Remember, always have your heat gun. You have to see 350 degrees on this. If you get to 348, cook it longer. You need to see at least 350 on this, and that's the rule that everybody goes by. So let's go ahead and get this stuff heated up, and we'll take a look along the way. Okay, so a lot has gone into this so far. So we only need 1 small cup, but I transferred 2 of them to the smaller cups because they're easier to heat up, and they heat up a lot faster. So let me show you what we got. Okay, so here's the green and the gold, and then I just finished curing the clear, and so these 2 are about the same. They're about 175 degrees right now, so I need to heat them back up to like 340, and then we'll do the same with this one. That part is really important, but not nearly as important as this part. So here is your blending block right here, and then you have your molds. Here's your molds, and so these need to be heated up. And if you're a fan of the World's Worst Fishing, you see him use the hot plate all the time, and he sets the stuff on there and it heats it up, gets it up to 240, 260 degrees, and then so this blending block is good and hot and the molds are good and hot. And if the blending block isn't heated up, then the plastic will start to set up and harden while it's going through there, and you maybe get one pour off, but probably not, and then it'll harden up and it'll no longer go through the blending block. So let's go ahead and attempt to draw out the plastic. Got my cups in order. Okay, got a full pump. Let's go right into the blending block. Pump. Okay, I think that's good. Let's move over to the next one. Don't get burnt by the hot cups. Let's go over to this one. Make sure to wear your gloves. Now that's getting hot. I can't tell if it's working. This was a ton of effort for one pour, and this is all because I don't have a torch and I don't have a hot plate, which when you're doing laminates and doing these different colors, these are definitely necessary. And everything has to be hot enough for you to shoot it. So we're going to give it a few minutes and then demold these to see what we get. We only got one success, which is okay for now, because this whole thing was kind of to show you just the problems that you can encounter if you don't have all the right stuff, and that, you know, if you're doing more than one color, this stuff is essential. But let's go ahead and get into the one that did work. We're right at the end of the video and we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So definitely the video was a fail, but we did have one little success, and I'm going to go ahead and pair that up with the baits that I made on the first pour with the triple injector, which I only got one success out of that one, but you know, it was a good one, and so was this one. So let me go ahead and give you a quick visual on the baits, how they came out, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up from there. Here's the one. I showed these before in the other video where I made these, and I got the cups in the wrong order. So instead of getting green on top, I got gold on top, green in the middle, and clear on bottom. And so it was meant to be green on top, but you know what, I kind of dig this color anyway, and I think I'm going to keep this on my production list. And it's just kind of a cool color, and you know, it was my first real success and screw up with the triple injector, so I think I'm gonna keep this one. I'll definitely put this one on the website. And then here is today's pour in the Dead On Plastics Craw 2, where we actually got the order right, so you can see the green on top, gold in the middle, and clear on bottom. And it's difficult to tell what the bottom is doing, you know, because the colors transfer through all over the bait. So and you can see the glitter down there in the tail too. So every time you're using this bait and it goes through the water, every time it's hit with light from the top or from the side, or wherever it's coming from, it's gonna transfer all throughout the bait. And so you can see right there how you're getting color transfer everywhere, and those mica powders really make the gold veins stand out. Well, there you have it, everybody. There's some of the fabulous problems that can come with the triple injector. You know, definitely a fail, but at least we got that one little success, and you know, really happy about that. You know, it's you know, you can pretty much get a horrible failure, but that one little success is still pretty sweet. So definitely happy about that. One last time, let me shout out to the boys and their channels, to Joe Fishin 87, Davey Hooked Up, SD Angler's Life, Chris Brandt, Be Shaman, and let's not forget Maddie. And but let's go ahead and close it out there. But do me a favor and go ahead and hit that notification bell and like the video, and please subscribe to the channel. You know, I'm not too proud to beg, so I'm just going to go ahead and ask. And thank you very much for supporting the channel. And you know, the links in the description to the other channels, you know, they got a lot of great content, and They would definitely appreciate your support. So if you want to check out their stuff, please do. Can't wait to see the intel and comments that come in, and we'll see you on the next video.